Welcome back to Kohala Mountain Stories.
Hey.
We got some visitors today. We got Chad Paishan come back with us from Kohala Mountain Boys, and also from Kohala Mountain Boys, we got Brian McCree, our bass player extraordinaire.
Yes.
And,
Extraordinaire.
Yeah.
For sure.
Thank you both for coming today. So today we're going to continue telling a few stories from our Library of Congress concert. I should let everybody know, in conjunction with that concert, we got a grant from the First People's Fund that funded the beginning of this whole channel. And the whole idea was to fund us finding a way to share these stories of this concert and the music we played out to a wider audience. And so that's what we're doing. And so that's why we're talking about this concert right now. Today we're going to talk about a song that was kind of an interesting story. When we sat here in this living room and we were rehearsing, I remember when I brought this up to the band, I said, we're going to play this song. And the song is Come On Over, the Hawaiian classic from ʻOhana. And everybody was happy until I told them, well, you know, that's not a Hawaiian song. And then all three of you guys looked at me like, what? And I said, yeah, the BeeGees wrote that. And everybody wanted to fist fight me. There's no way the BeeGees wrote that. But the BeeGees wrote a Hawaiian classic. 1975, the BeeGees wrote that song for themselves. And then a year later, I think it was recorded by Olivia Newton-John. And then a few years later, the ʻOhana version came out. Yep. But to be honest, I've listened to all those versions, and even the Fiji one. By far, the best version is the ʻOhana version. It's so unique and it's so good.
And it's become a classic, right?
Yeah.
At least in Hawaii.
And it's so much so a classic that after they did it the way they did it, which was really different than the BeeGees version or Olivia Newton-John's version, Fiji copied it, and Fiji did his version kind of like, he paid homage to the ʻOhana version that sounded like he thought that was the original version, right? That was the classic that you have to, pay attention to. So I don't think any of the audience knew, but I remember when we were in the concert, I told that story and everybody kind of laughed, and I said, everybody was upset with me because the BeeGees wrote it, but I told them, don't feel bad because BG doesn't stand for whatever. Everybody thinks BG stands for Brothers Gibb, but BG stands for Brown Guys. So it's also a Hawaiian band. That's us. That's us. Yeah, that is us. So that song made sense. It turns out the BeeGees wrote not just that song that became a Hawaiian classic, but they have another connection to Hawaii's music. They wrote 2 hits for Yvonne Elliman.
Oh, there you go.
They wrote If I Can't Have You, which was a #1 hit, and then they wrote Love Me.
There you go.
And If I Can't Have You, if I remember correctly, I did some homework. And it said that originally that song was supposed to be recorded by the BeeGees. That was for the Saturday Night Fever album. But the producer, Robert Stigwood, decided that they would give that to her.
Right.
And she was supposed to do How Deep Is Your Love? And they switched it.
They flipped it.
Yeah, so now you've heard the versions that are out there, that are classics now, but it was supposed to be the other way around.
Right.
But that's interesting that that's 2 different connections they have to Hawaiian music.
Yeah.
And who would have thought that they had any connections to Hawaiian music? But I think the audience was kind of tickled that we had a Hawaiian classic that was written by the disco kings. And there's a lot of examples of that kind of thing, but I think that's one of the most recent examples.
Right.
If you tell anybody in Hawaii that song was written by anybody other than ʻOhana, you better be ready for a fight.
And if you think I need you, come on over, bring your lover around. You can wipe away my tears. And if you think I need you, come on over, lay your body down. You can wipe away my tears. Bring your lover around. Bring your lover around. Bring your lover around. Come on over. Don Fenn.
There was that Hawaiian guy who sat in the front with the wild hair and the giant white beard. And he sat almost aggressively. He was watching And he sat right in front of me. And he's in the very front of me. He's watching me like that. And he's leaning forward like he wanted to jump on stage. And he'd engage in everything we'd say, like, yeah, chew, you know. And I think we almost gave him a stroke when we said that. BeeGees. We lied so many times in that concert. Well, maybe I lied, but it was all in fun, and everybody enjoyed it. But I think he was aggressively looking for the answers.
And I think it you know, it just talks about that side for us in Hawaii, and we get attached to music.
Yeah.
Right. Over the years, whether it's something that was recorded by ʻOhana, and all of our families get attached to that version, and they're just like, oh yeah, that's ʻOhana.
Yeah.
That's their song.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
And you know, so when people not knowing it was written by someone else, it's like,
yeah, they can't even imagine. But you know, that also speaks to what we did in the concert, which was we played music that was indicative of or illustrative of the idea that our music influenced the rest of the world. And then when the world came to Hawaii and brought their music, that music they brought influenced us.
Yeah.
Even though the music they brought here was already partly our music. And so there's like we said before, like sort of this reciprocal influence happening. And that song is a perfect example. I mean, who knew that would have been a song written by Australian guys who were the kings of disco at the time. Everything else was gravy, but those days that we rehearsed, those are like the best days of the week.
Oh yeah.
That was the most fun. We wasted a lot of time laughing, and I don't know that was a waste because that solidified our relationship.
Yeah.
That's good enough for me, man, right there. So
Yeah.
so I think in general we did what we said we were going to do with that song. We honored the composers. We honored the link that we knew, that we grew up with.
Exactly.
And we shared with the audience, and now with a larger audience, that our musics are not so different.
Right.
That they are what we are, and we are what they are. And I think that hopefully brings us closer together.
Always.
And I'm proud of that if that's what it does. So, yeah. What I will say is, it's funny. We just started this channel, and already we got a ton of people subscribing, commenting, liking. I'm just so surprised and shocked and grateful. I love that. I read the comments, and that the people are excited about the stories we're telling. I will say a little teaser. We've been asking for you folks to share your songs, your family songs. If you folks have any songs in your family that your grandma wrote or your great grandpa wrote or whatever it is, and it's in a shoebox, just not doing anything, and you would like for us to record it, on this channel, and have a version that you could hold on to forever. I call these songs heirloom songs. And then your family, it'll be safe for your family for however long you want to have it there. I've been saying that for a little while. We've only done 4 videos, and somebody already sent me a song.
There you go.
Actually, more than one song. There's a woman who's already responded, and man, I'm so grateful. We're so excited to get started on those songs. She was a entertainer in the Kona area in the 60s, 50s, something like that. And we will tell that story. But I want to remind everybody that still goes. I mean, we're happy to do it for everybody, and it doesn't have to be Hawaiian music. It can be any kind of music. And if it's not Hawaiian, just to have a Hawaiian band play it, or Hawaiian musicians play it, or musicians in Hawaii play it. Feel free to send it to us. If we have enough information there, if there's enough information about the history of the song or the context or whatever, or the composer, will be happy to put that together and make a version you guys can hang on to forever. So please keep watching. We appreciate all you guys' likes and comments, and the fact that a bunch of people already subscribed. Keep that coming. Like I said, Chad gotta eat, Brian gotta eat, I gotta eat.
Know those songs are out there because a couple months ago I played a wedding and we had to learn the family song.
Yeah.
And what surprised me the most was that a good third of the family knew the hula to the song. So as we started playing, all of a sudden everybody came up. There was maybe 300 people there and 100 people up doing a hula.
Well, is that a recorded song, or is this in their family?
No, just in their family.
Wow.
Yeah.
See, so you're right. They are out there.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's a example of a Hawaiian song, obviously, if they know the hula for that. But it doesn't even have to be that. It can be a bluegrass tune. It can be jazz. Whatever your family has, wherever you're from. It might be more interesting if you're from someplace far away, or if it's in a genre that you wouldn't expect us to do. That might be fun. It would be fun for us. I know that for sure. And we'd be grateful if you'd share them, because that gives us a chance to peek into somebody else's treasure box, and that's always fun.
Yeah.
So thank you very much. Continue watching Kohala Mountain Stories. There's all kinds of stories coming, I promise. And let us know what you like. Let us know in the comments what you think of those stories. So we can, that informs what we're going to do in the future. Chad might ignore it, but
no.
Maybe we'll do them.
Hey, but if you're the BeeGees, you want to send us another song, please do. We'll make it famous for you.
Come on, Gibbs. Brown guys. Anyway, thank you very much for watching Kohala Mountain Stories. Tune back in soon. There'll be another video coming out in just days, actually.
Awesome.
So mahalo. Aloha. Ahui ho.
Aloha.
Come on.